I'm Steve Sanders. I'm live in the Parlor sessions. Thank you to Sugar Bowl Entertainment for the opportunity to share my original song, My Ex-Lover. My ex-lover lies with her lover at the bottom of Lake St. Clair. I know that's the honest truth, 'cause I'm the one that put them there. When the Lord comes back and that trumpet sounds, I know then I'll be found out, 'cause that kind of thing don't stay buried too long. No, that kind of thing don't stay buried too long. Well, I took a job in Norfolk Southern in 1952. That was miles of rail, 6 months of hell, then finally I was through. I couldn't stand no more breathing that cold in my lungs and in my soul, and you know I had to get back home to her. Yeah, I had to get back home and see my girl. Well, it wasn't so bad till August came, and that's when I lost my hand in a rail yard up in Tennessee due to a careless man. Well, they sent me back with a settlement check and what a little bit of pride that I had left, but at least I was on the way back home to her. Yeah, at least I was on the way back home to her. But then my ex-lover lies with her lover at the bottom of Lake St. Clair. I know that's the honest truth, 'cause I'm the one that put them there. When the Lord comes back and that trumpet sounds, I know then I'll be found out, 'cause that kind of thing don't stay buried too long. No, that kind of thing don't stay buried too long. When I got home I should have known that car out in my yard, it belonged to a never, always made me wonder if you take it just a little too far. Well, I tried the door and it was locked, so I kicked it in with my pistol cocked, 'cause I had to get inside and see my girl. Yeah, I had to get inside and see my girl. Well, there she was in my bed, my blushing bride-to-be. I guess she didn't mean it when she pledged her love to me, so I didn't feel bad when I shot her dead, just like I shot her new old man. Now they'll be together now till kingdom come. Yeah, they'll be together now till kingdom come. My ex-lover lies with her lover at the bottom of Lake St. Clair. I know that's the honest truth, 'cause I'm the one that put them there. When the Lord comes back and that trumpet sounds, I know that I'll be found out, 'cause that kind of thing don't stay buried too long. No, that kind of thing don't stay buried too long. No, that kind of thing don't stay buried too long. Thank you. This next song is called Renegade. It was inspired by times that I spent through the summers working at a theme park in western North Carolina called Ghost Town in the Sky. I was a stunt performer there, and we did staged gunfight shows like you see in the westerns. And it's the best job I ever had. And while I was working there, it inspired this song. It's called Renegade. Lay $2 silver down, let them cover up my eyes, so my spirit will not wander when I reach the other side. Sell my horse and sell my saddle, bury me in my boots. There's some money left in my pockets to pay the undertaker's dues. 'Cause I'm a renegade, I'm a lost cause soul, I'm a gambler on the run. I'm an outlaw that bet against a sheriff's loaded gun. I know why I have to die, but I don't know why today the devil chose to call the debt I owe. Make me pay. I first met the devil in Dallas, dancing in a dime store dress. Went back home with her that night. I guess you all can figure out the rest. She told me she was single. She didn't mention her old man, or the fact he was a ranger on his way back up from the Rio Grande. He came home sooner than expected. He didn't know that I was there. Pulled my guns and shot once in the dark, but instead I shot that pretty girl with raven hair. I'm a renegade, I'm a lost cause soul, I'm a gambler on the run. I'm an outlaw that bet against a sheriff's loaded gun. I know why I have to die, but I don't know why today the devil chose to call the debt I owe. Make me pay. Make me pay. I knew the day would come my way when he would make me pay. This next song was inspired by my grandfather on my mother's side. He's one of the last American heroes. He's a rancher, or a farmer. Has cattle, always grows a garden every year. And growing up, we learned very quickly how to spot the difference in a real cowboy and a wannabe cowboy. And turns out all you got to do is just look at their boots. And this song is about that. It's called Shit on His Boots. Me and my ex-girlfriend broke up 3 weeks ago, but it didn't hurt my feelings none when she packed the things to go. Living in a town this small, we were bound to meet again, so it did not surprise me when they came walking in. Yeah, that's her new boyfriend, and I'll bet he thinks he's cool in his $100 blue jeans tucked down in his snakeskin boots. Turquoise rings he went and bought on the internet, and a pair of cheap sunglasses that ain't even scratched up yet. But there ain't no shit on his boots, there ain't no scars on his knuckles, there ain't no mud on his truck that he didn't win that buckle. He swears that he's a cowboy, but we all know the truth. Hey, you can spot a cowboy by the shit on his boots. When we were together, I was never good enough. She wouldn't even ride with me in my beat-up pickup truck. I guess she was ashamed of me, well, maybe she was right. And if I could have changed my ways, maybe she would still be mine. But I ain't changing nothing, how I look or how I dress, what I eat or how much I drink. I'm just stubborn, I guess. But I hope she's finally happy with her new cowboy to be. 'Cause he and I ain't nothing alike, as you can plainly see. There ain't no shit on his boots, there ain't no scars on his knuckles, there ain't no mud on his truck, and he didn't win that buckle. He swears that he's a cowboy, but we all know the truth. And you can spot a cowboy by the shit on his boots. So if you ever ask yourself if someone's a real thing, just remember what I told you in this song that I sing. If there ain't no shit on his boots, there ain't no scars on his knuckles, there ain't no mud on his truck, and he didn't win that buckle. If he swears that he's a cowboy, well, we all know the truth. And you can spot a cowboy by the shit on his boots.
Give a round of applause for Steve Sanders.
Thank you very much.
We know if I'm not lit right or anything.
Do we need to move this mic up?
I don't know, how are we doing? We good? Alright, we're good. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Love the songs. Very entertaining.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell me where you come from. What's your history?
I come from a little town in northeast Georgia called Lula.
Lula. Okay. Where's Lula?
It's about 35 minutes north of Gainesville.
Okay.
Born and raised in Hall County. I've lived there all my life.
Okay.
I'm
But you went to
based
Wilmington too.
I have in-laws that live in Wilmington. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you traveled around. I see your guitar case here. You've been
Yeah.
moving all over the place.
Yeah, my wife and I have a goal to see all 50 states by the time we turn 50. I just
Okay.
turned 30 this year, and I've seen 31 states. So
you're
a
on
little
your way.
over halfway there.
So tell me about your musical influence. Like, what inspired you to pick up the guitar and sing? And
So my family is musical. My grandfather played. Both of my uncles, several of my cousins played in bands, and I grew up listening to classic country. Bobby Bare, Tom T. Hall, Waylon Jennings, those storyteller guitar players that sang and told stories as they went. Big influence of mine was Marty Robbins, the gunfighter ballads,
okay.
El Paso, and that kind of stuff.
Wow. A lot of Texas influence.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Country and Western, right?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. Well, it was great to have you here. Thank you for coming. Maybe we'll have you back again.
I'd love to come back. It's an honor and a privilege. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. I want to say thank you to Envision Studios and Sugar Bowl Productions for having us here at Parlor Sessions, and let's give it again for Steve Sanders.
You got anything like a little fire?
Really don't have anything similar to that, no.
It ought to be similar to that. Like, what would you consider one of your most triumphant type songs?
Well, and I'll explain the backstory if you'd like, just so we're all on the same page. Growing up in the mountains of northeast Georgia, sometimes, traditions are a good thing. Sometimes doing things the way Grandpa did it was a good thing, but then sometimes it's not. A dear friend of mine is a farmer in northeast Georgia, and his fiance looks different than he does. Their skin color is not the same. And some folks in our community didn't like that and made the comment, "You don't see bluebirds in the same nest with redbirds." And I heard that and it pissed me off, to be completely honest, so I wrote a song about it. And this is John and Carrie's story. Blackbird sitting on a barbed wire fence, looking for something to eat. Then along come a redbird, sat down beside him, asked to be mine some company. Well, he said no, but you shouldn't know what folks round here are gonna say. Well, she sat down, looked him in the eye and said, "Honey, that's okay." People gonna talk when they think they're alone, and people gonna talk when they get together, and people gonna run around and run their mouths, all because of the color of our feathers. Now most folks say that a red bird and a blackbird won't lay down in the same nest. Well, I'm here to tell you the times are changing, and I think that's for the best. That blackbird is a white man with a long red beard. He ain't never meant nobody harm. And that red bird is his brown-skinned sweetheart. Now they've settled down on a farm. Now the moral to the story I'm trying to tell is it don't matter how you look until you have read from the first page to the last. Don't judge the cover of a book, 'cause people gonna talk when they think they're alone, and people gonna talk when they get together, and people gonna run around and run their mouths, all because of the color of our feathers. All because of the color of our feathers.
Steve,
Yes, sir.
I strongly encourage you to release that song, and I would love for it to be on Parlor.
Okay.
That is amazing. So thank you.
Beautiful song.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All your music.
Thank you for
Nice.
giving me the opportunity to play it. I'd like to thank Sugar Bowl Productions and the Parlor Sessions for having me. You can find me online at Steve Sanders Music on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and see where I'm going to be next. Hope our paths cross soon.
Woo!